the king of the underworld, keeper of the dead, husband to the goddess Persephone, is calling out to you. Feel the dark, powerful energy permeate the air around you. His presence dominates the space. And if you are not afraid, willing, and seeking to work with the god Hades, allow your body to visibly relax, sinking into the mattress beneath you, submitting to the cool power all around. Begin by taking a moment to open yourself up from the very center of your chest, setting your intention for what you are seeking from this meditation, perhaps by beginning to repeat a mantra to yourself softly through your lips to simply set focus on a singular question that you may seek the answer to. Allow your lips to part, inhaling the nighttime air, filling your lungs, and on the exhale, imagine yourself sinking into the dark, warm space that exists between your spine and mattress. Allow your spiritual self to begin to separate from your physical self, falling into the shadows. Do not be afraid, for you are always tethered to your earthly form and can always return by following your breath. Feel your earthly hands becoming too heavy to move, weighted down by the force around you. You can feel each and every finger slowly becoming wispy, light, free, as you allow your hand to separate from the heavy, solid, earthly form and begin to fall into darkness. As your arms begin to sink, becoming too heavy to move, falling like a stone into dark waters, as your arms slip into the realm of Hades. Your shoulders are next as they rest comfortably among your pillows and blankets. You can feel your shoulder blades beginning to slowly fall, drifting away. Your chest and ribs follow, becoming more and more in tune with the quiet power all around you. As you absorb it with each breath, inhale the energy from the underworld fills your lungs, and exhale. Inhale this power, lighting every nerve within your body, and exhale. Inhale, even bringing every fine hair upright to attention, and exhale. Embracing the sensation, you allow the spiritual force to rush down to your stomach, ebbing and flowing as it rises and falls in time with your breathing. Next, your thighs are embraced by the otherworldly calling. It makes your skin prickle, not unpleasantly, weighing you down, making your thighs too heavy to move as your higher self continues to separate from your earthly form. Your knees are caressed, releasing any pain, allowing you to finally let go. As the essence embraces your feet, radiating out to each and every one of your toes. You bask in this moment, relaxing, feeling your body, slowly releasing your spirit. And on your next exhale, if you are willing to follow the call of the God of the dead, surrender your throat to the nighttime sky. Allowing the soft current of magic to suddenly sweep upwards, rushing over your neck, rolling along your jawline, kissing your cheeks and nose, brushing your eyelids closed if they haven't already. Enveloping every strand of hair upon your head until finally the energy crests at the sacred space between your eyebrows. Focus and feel the gentle swirling of energy begin to pick up momentum as the portal, the opening to the worlds beyond your third eye, slowly begins to open. And in a single heartbeat, your spiritual self, your divine self, follows the call down beneath your body. Dark, spiral stairs appear before your ethereal form. You know that they will guide you to wherever you are meant to be. You allow your hands to trail the cool stone wall as you begin your slow descent to the underworld, to his realm. 1. You take the first step, steadying yourself, peering into the seemingly never-ending darkness below. 2. The air is humid, almost rich, cool on your tongue. 3. You breathe in slowly, feeling the power in the space, almost seemingly to vibrate on your tongue. 4. The shadows seem to move before your very eyes, swirling and melting into each other. You are not afraid. You know that you are meant to be here in this moment. 6. Repeating your mantra to yourself, you continue onwards, knowing that the King of Hell is awaiting you. 7. The dim glow begins to emit through the gloom, cutting through the blackness like a knife. 8. Like a moth to a flame, you pick up your pace, drawn to the glowing light. 9. You can sense power here, calling to you like a silent wave. 10. Your feet hit the solid, flat ground, and you come face to face with a glowing river. You know, down to your very bones, that you are peering upon the boundary between the living and dead, the mythical, infernal River Styx. Your feet carry you across the cool, dark stones beneath you, drawing you closer. You watch the silent, delicate flow, seeing shapes and forms bubble to the surface. You stare into the ancient waters, drawing meaning from whatever the River Styx chooses to show you. The quiet tapping of long nails upon the stony floor pulls your attention from the stream, and you look up to see a large black dog quickly walking towards you. You are not afraid, despite the canine's massive size. Its long, thin tail waves breezily like a flag behind it. The creature approaches, wetly sniffing your cautiously outstretched hand, giving it a satisfactory lick in polite greeting. The hound is magnificent, with rolling, defined muscles, a glossy black coat that shines and reflects in the gloom. Its massive head rising above your shoulders. You let out a soft sigh of relief, feeling safe with one of Hades' familiars at your side, knowing within your bones that he has sent this loyal canine to escort you to his side. The beast whips its head downstream, ears wriggling and moving as if it is catching words from its master, spoken onto the unseen breeze. With a soft chuff, the dark dog begins to bound along the stone pathway, occasionally looking back over its gigantic shoulders as if to make sure that you are following behind. You steady yourself, breathing in the cool air, knowing that in this moment you could simply ascend up the stairway if you do not wish to proceed into the darkness. If you wish to continue, you follow Hades' familiar through his realm, repeating your mantra quietly to yourself, refocusing your mind on what you might seek from Hades. The two of you bound over the dark stones, listening to the echoes reverberating throughout the shadows, until the two of you come into sight of a wooden, carved boat pushed upon the shore. Beside it, holding a dull lantern, a figure, cloaked in dark robes, stands beside the small ship, head bowed, until they sense your presence. You come face to face with a bearded man, his eyes almost seeming to glow unnaturally in the gloom. His gaze brushes over you, and he tilts his head, almost in a questioning manner, until his eyes settle on your panting guide. He lets out a low hum, then shakes his head, and slowly lifts a singular hand, pointing further downstream. And before you can speak, another identical dog comes leaping out, seeming to materialize out of the shadows, its toenails loudly clicking on the ground beneath you. The man lets out a chuckle, mostly to himself, nodding in approval to you as he turns his back, seeming to melt away into the darkness. The two hounds begin to rush downstream, escorting you along the glowing river. The stream beside you begins to pick up speed as you can hear the faint sound of a waterfall drawing closer. You can see just a few feet ahead of you the sacred River Styx tumbles downwards into the shadows before you. The stones form another staircase leading down alongside the waterfall. The two familiars stand shoulder to shoulder, staring intently into the blackness, and suddenly they bound forward, rushing to meet a third identical triplet, another massive black dog. The trio meet, touching noses affectionately, their tails gently wagging in greeting. The three look up at you in an almost eerie unison, their brilliant, bright eyes illuminated by the glowing, cascading waters. And as one, they surge forward, their shoulders gently touching as they disappear into the dark. You steady yourself, knowing within your gut that you are drawing close to the King of the Underworld, and that his presence is just within your reach. And when you are ready, you begin your final descent down the stone steps along the misty, illuminated fall. One, you take your first step as your eyes adjust to the gloom. 2, you can see that the falls tumble into a small, shimmering pool. 3, it illuminates the small, private cavern, revealing to you that it is filled with dark, glossy crystals. 4, and at the very center of this sacred space sits a black altar lined with items left by patrons. 5, when your feet touch the bottom stair, you are immediately overwhelmed by the sheer power around you. It causes your skin to tingle and your breath to catch, and you know that this place amplifies Hades' power. Like a moth to a flame, you are drawn to the altar, seeing that it is made of shimmering black stone, and upon it you can make out 13 onyx candles placed evenly on the podium. You breathe in, slowly and steadily, and gently reach out, touching the first one that calls out to you, perhaps in the very center or all the way almost isolated to the far side. Whichever it may be, flames spring to life at your touch, breathing energy into the space as the cavern becomes illuminated. Slowly, you reach forward and ignite every candle simply with your will. Finally, when all 13 glowing candles come alive, you can see the figure of a man stepping forward as if he were summoned. Behind him, a massive 3-headed dog loyally follows, its 6 eyes glowing in the gloom. You are not afraid of the king of the underworld as he silently approaches you. His form radiating power, causing your breath to catch in your throat. The two of you simply observe one another for just a heartbeat until his features seem to soften and he greets you by name, stepping forward out of the looming guard of his legendary familiar. He speaks quietly to you, gently asking your mantra, your purpose for reaching out, or asking what finally caused you to respond to his call. He guides you to peer into the still waters, helping you decipher any signs or symbols you may have seen earlier, or perhaps ones from your waking life. advice, whether it is on magic or facing one's trials and tribulations, and caution for what may lie next, flows from his lips. As the two of you speak for as long as you need. You notice the sounds of the flowing waters has disappeared, seeming so far away. Only Hades and Cerberus stand before you, their gaze focused on the staircase from before that guided you here. Hades bids you a warm farewell, reminding you that he and his wife Persephone are always nearby, willing to embrace you and guide you through any trials and tribulations you may face. With a quiet goodbye, the King of Hell turns, disappearing into the darkness, followed by his loyal canine, who gives you one last, final glance over its massive shoulders. You stand in silence for as long as you need, absorbing everything you have learned from this experience. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. When you are ready, you turn to face the winding spiral staircase above you, seeing gentle light filtering downward, placing your foot on the very first step, beginning your ascent back to your body. One, as soon as you touch the first step, you can hear the faint flow of your earthly body's breathing. 2, slow and steady, breathing in and out, breathing in and out. 3, you continue onwards, the gentle, glowing light from your realm filtering down, inviting you, urging you home. 4, your body slowly fades into view, floating above, cradled by your unseen mattress, relaxed, limp, sleeping. 5, you steady yourself, preparing to cross the border from this realm back to the waking one. 6, the air around you seems to come alive as the veil of magic all around you becomes thinner and thinner with each step. 7, you repeat whatever advice Hades has given you, holding it close to your heart, remembering that you can always return. 8, faintly, you can hear the familiar sounds of home, whether it might be the soft blowing of air conditioning, the gentle whirling of a fan, or even the rustling of blankets. Your soul sings, urging you onward. 9, you peer over your shoulder, casting one glance back at the entrance to the underworld. Shadows obscure everything, but you can sense the god, Hades, watching you, making sure that you are safe. 10. Upon the last step, you reach forward, touching your exposed back in awe, watching it shimmer and ripple like water as you are absorbed back into your form, the portal to the underworld quietly closing behind you. Returning to your body feels like being wrapped in a warm, familiar blanket, cozy and comfortable, safe and serene. Your arms feel heavy and tired from your journey. Finally asleep. Your legs are comfortably sprawled beneath you, weighted like stone as they slumber. Your chest rises and falls slowly and steadily. The gentle tether to Hades, your patron, your deity, never fading. And lastly, the sensitive, living portal between the sacred space right between your eyebrows slowly comes to a close as you are whisked away to sleep.